politics, a crowded political field filled with a bit of intrigue and diverse ideas about how to move Detroit forward. We are talking about the race for mayor and other big races.
That's right. Early voting is underway for the August primary, and the city is kicking it off with a block party. Fox 2's Camille Ameri is there. Camille, how are things looking out there?
Well, things have wrapped up. There was a bit of rain, but still, it was a great event. But before we look at video and talk about this, I want you to see this really cool street art. Feet in the streets, early voting. We're going to pan over. You see the high top tennis shoes. I love this I voted sticker. Just something to motivate people in Detroit to get out there and vote. Of course, today is the first day of early voting for the August 5th primary. Let's take a look at some video that we got earlier this afternoon of Party at the Polls here at West Grand Boulevard between 2nd and 3rd, right by the Fisher Building. Like I said, there was some rain, but still people had fun. Kids had fun, really getting people excited to get out there. As I said, today is the first day, so we are talking about the primary is Tuesday, August 5th. So this is the very first day of early voting, and it's really cool because there's 8 different places throughout the city that you can go vote at, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Just show your driver's license, vote for who you want to be the next mayor of Detroit, and then also a lot of other city council people up for re-election and election, and then also important matters that affect the city. But we talked to Janice Winfrey, the city clerk, and some voters. Take a listen to what they had to say.
You can register to vote up until election day, right? You can actually register to vote election day and then vote a regular ballot. Look, you can't make it any easier.
Our ancestors fought for us to vote. It's our right to vote. But the main thing is knowing why and who you're going to vote for. It's important to do your homework and your research.
So absolutely it's important.
A lot of people don't vote though.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate thing. I don't understand why. I don't know if it's a generational thing, but it's very important. We have to determine who our elected officials are if we ever want to see change.
They really said some important things. I mean, if you want to be a part of change, you've got to use your voice, right? And really, I mean, this voting thing, it takes just a few minutes. Do your homework, though, ahead of time before you get into the booth so you know who you're voting for. You're not struggling to figure it out right there on the spot. We've got a list of all the polling locations on our website, fox2detroit.com. So if you need more information, head over there. But exciting times in Detroit as the city picks its new mayor coming up in November. Reporting live in Detroit, Camille Ameri, Fox 2.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that very thing in just a second here. Obviously, the August primary is upon us. This is when we typically see less turnout than November. Did you get the sense that there's a bigger push to get the word out there, though?
Yeah, there really is. I mean, a lot of people we talked to, were just out here. I asked them, are you affiliated with any campaign? They said no. They were just out here to check out the event and really learning the importance of voting in the primary. And really, that's kind of the precursor, right? You get there, you figure out who you want to vote for, and then it's just easier. You know all the issues, you know all the candidates. Then when November rolls around, it just makes it that much easier. But yeah, it's definitely important to get out and use your voice.
Yeah,
Dave, back to you.
Thank you very much, Camille, for that live report. As she mentioned, Camille, of course, the big race is going for Detroit, in the city of Detroit, for the race for mayor.
Yeah, absolutely. And Democratic vitality, as she was just alluding to, depends on the robust participation of the polity. Now, there is a long list of candidates who are hoping to replace Mayor Mike Duggan. And so, obviously, knowing who's on the list makes a big difference. Duggan, as you might know, is making a run for governor as an independent. The list in Detroit will be narrowed down after primary day. One candidate is dominating in the fundraising. It's City Council President Mary Sheffield. She's hoping to become Detroit's first female mayor. Now, according to the Detroit Free Press, she has raised nearly $1.2 million. Solomon Kinlock, the pastor of Triumph Church, is a distant second. Sawtelle Jenkins, the CEO of the Heat and Warmth Fund, is third.